Hi, distance learners. So I'm going to do my best to recreate Miss Lord's database research lesson with us for you distance learners. So the reason why we're doing this is because we have an account with the Charlotte Mecklenburg Library, and it's a paid account, and that's because the library has these amazing research databases, and when you go to college, your college will have these same kind of databases. So it's good to be able to see how to use them before you're expected to do so in college. So what's nice about databases is that everything in them is already going to be considered reliable, right? This is going to be reliable, good research that's already put through all the different tests for authenticity and whatnot. So let's see how we get into this database. And this is going to be for your part 3 of your preliminary research assignment, where you have to find 2 research database articles for each of your 3 topics that you're exploring. So we're going to start off in Google, and we're going to go to cmlibrary.org. I think I have different directions on the preliminary research thing, but this is probably just one tiny step easier. You're going to go to resources. You're going to click on this Browse Our A to Z list. And you're going to scroll all the way down. Miss Lord believes that ProQuest is the best one. Now, if you want a second one to use, if this one doesn't offer you enough, which it totally should, Masterfile would be her second choice. So you're going to click Access Now. Now, I've already logged into this once, but it might prompt you for a login. Your login is on your preliminary research worksheet in those directions, but it's LNC, all lowercase, and then your student ID number. So now we get to our search bar where we can start typing in keywords for our topic. We do want to click on full text. Otherwise, it might just give you some headlines. It might give you just abstracts or descriptions of articles, and you actually want the whole article. So make sure you click that full text little button there. We're going to type in our topic, just our keywords. I would type in like 4 keywords or so for your topic. Don't type in the whole research question like we like to do on Google, like what are the common symptoms of COVID-19, right? And don't just type in too broad of words either. So like say, for example, I'm going to do my paper on climate change, and if I believe humans are responsible for climate change. If I just type in climate change, it's going to give me a ton of stuff that I don't need because that's not really the focus of my paper. I have a focus. It is humans. Are humans responsible? So that's what I'm going to type in. I'm going to type in climate change, and you type in your topic keywords, okay? Don't do what I'm doing. Do one of your own topics to make this worth your while. Climate change, humans, debate, right? Because there's some people that say no. Oops. Let's spell that right. You could do and you could click on any of these too if any of these looked good to you, like climate change caused by humans. That might be a good one. I'm going to click the little search. All right, so I can start scrolling through these and looking at them, but first I want to take one step to make sure I'm getting what I really actually want. If you look up here, it says I have almost 300,000 results, and that's a lot to look through. So I'm going to check out on the left-hand side this menu called Source Type. Now I'm going to click on More. These are all the different types of things that they have in here, and some of these things you're not going to want to read, trust me. For example, let's exclude scholarly journals. This is going to be written by the utmost professionals in the field to teach other professionals in the field. And it's probably going to be a little bit above our heads, not going to lie. So I know we're all really smart people, but these things are going to be like book length long and just a lot. It's going to be too much for what we need right now. So I'm going to exclude those. And look, that's 100,000 right there, out the window. Dissertation and theses, same thing. These are like people who are getting their PhDs in this topic, and they're going to do some really, really in-depth research that's just going to be, again, a little bit too much. Like you're going to open it and it's going to be like 70 pages long and full of just really complicated scientific information. Let's exclude reports. working papers, conference papers. I don't really want full books. Sorry. And then we can leave the rest. Like what I'm looking for is just short little articles that are manageable, I can actually read and understand. All right, so I'm gonna hit apply. Another thing you might want to look into is this date. Look, it says publication date 1858. That's a little bit too early. So I'm going to scroll my date bar over to 2000. Now, depending on your topic, hit update. You can pick your date, right? Some are more time sensitive than others, so pick the date that you think is going to be best for you. All right, so now I can start looking at my options here. I would scroll through your titles and click on one that looks good to you. I'm gonna click this one. So I think I like this article. I think it has some good things. I see it has some like information that I could quote in my paper. You know, I see some statistics. It looks good to me. I like it. So I've decided this is an article I'm going to use. So now I need to save it. Well, how I'm going to do that is I'm going to first copy the title, which I'll show you why in a second. Hit Control-C to copy. And here's a trick that Miss Lord taught us. Instead of just hitting Save as PDF, which is, it's going to not allow you to do some things that you really want to do. Instead, in order to save this article, because you can't just copy and paste the link because it's within a database, and you had to log into the database through the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Library using your student ID number. So it's not like if you just copy and paste this link, you can come back to it. It doesn't work that way when it's in a database. So we need to save the actual article. How we're going to do that is hit print. And what this is awesome for is you're going to click this bibliography, include bibliographic citations at the end. And that's like your, your works cited page when you need that list of all your references. That it gives it to you, which is so awesome. So you can just copy and paste what they give you right onto your references page at the end of your paper. And we need to select which one we want because there's a whole bunch of different ones. We're doing APA format, and the most recent one is 7th. They make updates every time because there's new sources every time. Like when YouTube became a thing, they had to add in citations for YouTube videos. When Twitter became a thing, they had to add in citations for tweets. And so it's always updating. And 7th is the most recent, and we're just going to go with the basic one because honestly, me and Miss Lord don't know what these other ones are. So let's just go 7th basic. And everything else looks good. Continue. So now it's going to bring me to a page, like a tab. It didn't print anything, and that's okay because I actually don't want to print it. I want to save it. So do you know the shortcut to print from your keyboard? 2 keys you have to press. You know Control Copy is Control C. Control P is to print. So I actually want you to, copy the title again. Okay. Ooh, and I want to point out right here, right underneath the title, is that APA citation. So you could just copy and paste this and put it right on your references page, okay? So it's super awesome, easy. All right, so Control P, hit Control P. So this brings up my print box, and like I said, I don't actually want to print, I want to save it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna switch the destination to the one where it says PDF. It might say print as PDF, save as PDF, but you want the one that says PDF. Click on that. And here's why I had you, click Save. Here's why I had you copy your title. Look what it has as your file name, like print view file. That doesn't help me at all. I'm not going to know what that means. So you're going to paste your title there. So now when you go back to find it, it's actually the article title. You'll know what it is. You can choose where you want to put it in your Google Drive, start a folder called Junior Paper, and then within the Junior Paper folder, you could have subfolders for like research. You could even have subfolders underneath that for your different topics that you have. You're eventually going to pick a topic pretty quickly here within the next few days. So yeah, you're going to save your article wherever you want it, click Save. So now you have it. I'm actually not going to save that one. Okay, so then you can go back after you have saved it. And I want to show you one more thing. Again, if you just hit save as PDF, two things are not as good with that. One, you can't get the APA citation. And like, that is so clutch. Why would you not want that? And two, it'll just automatically put it to your downloads with all the other things that are downloaded onto your computer. There's like a million things that's gonna get just lost in there. But when you do the print, save as PDF, copy and paste the title, then you can save it where you actually want to save it, like in a particular folder, and get the APA citation. So awesome. All right, so the last thing I want to show you is right here, related items. So I thought this article was really good, and what research databases do for us is they give us other articles just like this one. So this is a really awesome way to have like little shortcuts in your research. So scroll down here and see if any of these work for you. Like this one looks great, totally, right? Go check it out. So it's just like a little shortcut there for you. So I think that's it. You guys need to find 2 research database articles per topic. So that's a total of 6. And then when you're done with all the research portion of this, the final step to the preliminary research is to like tentatively pick a topic. Now that you know what's out there, what kind of research is available to you, is it good, is it bad, you know, what's out there, you can determine from there which topic you want to do, also based on your own interest in it. All right, everybody, message me if you have any questions.